Hello Team ARKLA. Today we were supposed to have our quarterly meeting, and that didn't happen due to the COVID crisis, but part of our quarterly meeting we were going to do an awards presentation, maybe have a great steak dinner. Unfortunately that's not going to happen, but what we're going to do today is do a real quick video, try to keep it under 8 minutes here, and hand out some individual as well as some team awards. So first of all, last year was a pretty good year for us. We exceeded our targets and gross margins, which really contributed to our bottom line. So this allows us to invest. We hired new people this year. Obviously, with this crisis, our sales are down right now, but it's carrying us through these rough times. So really appreciate everyone's effort to really reduce discounting, book at higher margins, because really the gross margins are what pays the bills. So kudos to everyone who took a concerted effort last year to make that happen. So we're going to hand out some individual awards today, but honestly, this is a team effort. So inside sales, our service group, all the people behind the scenes, there's a lot of people that went into these awards. So when you get individual awards, be sure you thank the people that helped you be successful last year. So in addition to our gross margins goal that we exceeded, we really had a great year in Spectra Sensors. So we booked over $1.25 million last year. We had some really great stuff happening in Southwest Louisiana. Even Ryan had a banner year, so kudos. Our team office here exceeded that goal, as well as our NVIT goal. We had a really big project at Placid. Everyone contributed to some smaller orders across the territory. We exceeded our goal. We had $1.75 million in bookings last year with NVIT. And then we really had a great year with Detronic. So we had over $4 million in bookings at very good margins, which contributed to that GM goal as well. So kudos to everyone there, especially Peyton, who was out hustling throughout the year. Anderson Hauser was a sore spot last year. We didn't hit our goals as a team collectively. We didn't have a lot of projects last year. We did have some good MRO-based business come in, but we would like to recognize a few people that did hit their goals and exceeded certain thresholds. So when it comes to E&H, we start giving out awards when you hit $1 million in annual sales. So you can see the 3 people listed there. We have Mr. Ryan Darbone, who hit $1 million in sales. And actually, when I went back and verified all the data, I think Ryan may have hit over $2 million. So we're verifying that, and we'll let Ryan know, but he's getting an award either way. Also note that these awards for E&H do not include the Spectra Sensors bookings either. So Richard Hartley had $1 million in E&H sales as well. And as you can see on the presentation, Mr. Josh Anglin. So those 3 individuals hit $1 million in E&H products, excluding Spectra Sensors. It looks like Garrett and Kurt were so close, right around 900-something thousand if you exclude the Spectra Sensors, and that's kind of how E&H handed out the awards this year. So close, but didn't happen. Mr. Daniel Hooper, $2 million in sales with E&H. So great year, Daniel. He's in the room with me now. Congrats. Appreciate that. And if we look at the overall Detronic, so we hit our number, had a banner year, as we mentioned. Garrett, this award goes to one person in the entire company. So Garrett actually was the top Detronic salesperson across all the account managers in TriNova land. So kudos to Garrett, really awesome job. Also, kudos to Mr. Peyton Bickham. I mentioned he was out hustling last year, and we keep a contest rolling between all the drivers, number of shotgun days. We record that and keep it on record, and Peyton won that award last year, and you can see the proof is there. We had a great year, and thanks Peyton for all you do. Not listed on the screen, we're all going to present this as a team to Mr. Dave Walker. So we polled inside team, outside team, some management team, and Dave was selected as the factory support person of the year for ARKLA. So maybe when things get back to normal, we'll invite him over for a nice bourbon and present this award to him as a team. So thank you, Dave. We look at individual totals. So when we add up all of our product lines, we start at the $3 million threshold. And you can see here that Mr. Daniel Hooper had an aggregate total sales that exceeded $3 million. So somewhere over $3 million. Thanks, Daniel, again. Yeah. Nice job. Same for Mr. Garrett McCain. Him and Kurt were working in tandem over there, but his individual bookings exceeded $3 million. Very strong. That's never happened in Lake Charles before. So really awesome job, Garrett. Appreciate it. And then you got Mr. Ryan Narbonne. So he is the only ARKLA account manager to exceed $4 million in sales. So kudos, Ryan, great job. So we have one last award. This is selected by Robbie Watson with some input from other management and other people across the company. And last year we had a couple rookies on the ARKLA team, several rookies. And Josh started off early in the year last year and done some great things. He brought in new customers. He brought in some new industries we weren't calling on with the offshore market. So kudos, Josh. Thanks for all your efforts. He actually had a great year setting up business for this year. And when you see the quarterly statements go out from Q1, Josh is one of the few that actually exceeded his targets for the year. So great job last year doing what you needed to do to make yourself successful this year. So well earned, Josh. Appreciate your efforts there. So we'll be hanging up some team plaques in the office. We kind of went through them earlier, but we exceeded our target in event, so this will go into the office. We also have other. I didn't mention this earlier, but when we book Joggler and we do analytical integration, curves, all the other product lines that we don't really highlight and track individually, we really had a great year in all those small ancillary product lines, so thanks for thinking about that. And then also our Detronics plaque. So those three are going on the walls along with our Spectra Sensors plaque that is coming in. So kudos to everyone. Thank everybody for a great year, and hopefully soon we can celebrate over that dinner and cocktail. So.